All right. What up? What up? Let's see something. I feel like I'm looking a little too crackerish. Is that better? Can't tell. Fuck it. I'll keep it the way it is. All right. What we got? Alberto, what's up, my man? What's up, Alberto? Joaquin Phoenix, what's up? Eddie, there he is. Eon, what happened to you last night? You know, it was I felt like it was a bit of a staler show last night. And I realized my man Eon wasn't around. Spicing up. My prediction for the fight is Usyk TKO. I think he broke Tyson down mentally. You might be right, sucker. What's up, D-Wayne? Connecticut's finest. Well, technically, now that I live here, you're Connecticut's second finest, or Connecticut's co-finest, because we both Connecticut's finest. But I'm not from here. Didn't get the noti. Ooh, let me see if it came to me. Nope, came to me, though. Came to me. This shit came to me. So, I don't know. I didn't watch the workouts. I'm going to watch those after. Wow, so I don't matter. Of course you matter. Soul Almighty, what up? I'm important to the stream. You are. You are. So a man Shaq got back to me, and he said, this is what he said. He said, I saw it. It was dope. Yeah, I'll show you guys. You guys want to see what he said? I'll show you. What did he say? He said, I said, my video of your scraps is doing well, over 500K views in 24 hours. That was that, and we're almost at 1 million now, a day later. Did you get a chance to see it? I did, brother. That's awesome. You are the man. You got some nice form on your punches, too. LOL. And you see, I say, appreciate you. I was scaring him. So I assume he was talking about when I scared those kids. So not only does Shaq know that your boy got some video skills, but he saw the knuckle game. Just saying. When is the rematch? What up, Rob? Who's the hot prospect from that area? What you mean? Tell Shaw to put Shaq, you mean? Fury will stop Usyk in round 9. Yo, Soul. I'm going to make my official prediction after the weigh-in. But if Shaq, Jesus. If Fury, I'm thinking of tall dudes. If Fury is not at least 170 or above, like if he's in the 270. So if he's in the 250s or 260s, I'm going to have to go with Usyk. Unless he still plans to fight big, because even at 260, right, that's still 40 pounds heavier than Usyk. So unless he decides to fight big, so it's going to be hard. I have a feeling Usyk's going to beat him convincingly this time, and I don't want that to happen. I want my man Fury to win. Usyk 12 round. I think you might be right, CT. Connecticut. Finest one. You scare Shaq, my boy. He saw the power. That's great, Mark. I'm happy for you. I mean, it's happy. I appreciate it, but like, I want to get at the level where like I'm getting some real exposure from this, because he didn't repost it yet. I mean, I asked him, and I don't want to be annoying, so I'm not going to ask him again for a while. It just might not get reposted. He didn't even comment on it. And you know he wanted me to do it. You know he would. He just has so much going on. And then it's like, at what point am I being annoying? Like, yo, could you just leave a comment, please? You know, because that means a lot for me, but for him, it ain't shit. He doesn't, you know what I mean? Ness versus a 12-year-old who wins. What we didn't see was the camera panned back for a second, and the 12-year-old had Ness in a fucking rear naked chokehold. He had him in a sleeper hold. And Ness was like, What's up, Khalil? Fury did say he is heavier. He said that, Soul, but he's lying. He's lying. I'll tell you right now. You have eyes. If you're in this room, then you know boxing. You're a smart dude. You could tell he's lighter. You could tell he's way lighter. Look at his arms. Look at his fucking torso. He was even trying to wear sweat stuff. I didn't see the whole workout, but from the glimpse that I saw, he was even trying to wear like baggier clothes to pump fake that he's heavier, but he's not. I think he's coming in. I think he's going to come in at a career low. He might be in the 250s even. He might be 250 something or like late 250s, early 260s. Thanks, man. I mean, me and Shaq go back and forth. The responding now is that not to sound like a douche, but that's normal. Like we talk to each other. But having him post shit, you know what I'm saying? Wait, what does his commentating do for you? What you mean? Yeah, it's been popping for a while. But again, while I'm happy for that, it's not translating into any cake, like very nominal cake. Like I need a whole bakery, you know, being how bad the economy is. I'm just getting a slice. I'm getting one slice of cake. I need the whole bakery to like, not just to get back on my feet. Engagement, Alberto. Word up. What's a good point about Fury lying? But I think he is. I mean, don't you agree? You saw him. Does that look like he's heavy to you? We've seen him heavy. If yeah, I don't think he's going to repost it. I'm going to wait a couple days. If he doesn't, I'll ask him one more time, then I'll leave it alone. I'm not going to keep. Like, I've already asked him twice. So I'll ask him the third time a little later. Next time he responds to me, I'll ask him. If he doesn't, he doesn't. What can I do? You know what I mean? Look, I don't know if I told you guys, I had Matt Barnes reach out to me a while ago from All the Smoke podcast with Steven Jackson, both of them. They wanted me to come on their new boxing channel and do shit with them. But then they're like, you know, let's talk, blah, blah. Then they're like, let me just get back to you. We're still putting everything together. And then since then, nothing. Then we talked once, but in between, he's like, look, we didn't forget about you. Let's circle back after some shit calms down. We have a lot going on. Nothing. So while it's great to be reached out to and known, all these dudes know me, I'm at the point now where like, yeah, first being known was like, okay, dope, level 1. But I need level 2, which is actually get some kind of a fucking job. And then level 3 would be to get a job that's popping, like at the grand stage. I'll take I'm striving for level 2, just a job of some kind. Correspondent, fucking a commentator, announcer, whatever. And then after I get that down, level 3 is to be doing it on a high, like a DAZN or you know. And then level 4 would be just to be fucking bigger than everybody. So there's levels. Does she not look heavy? Nah, he looks real skinny. Fury needs to, that's what I'm saying, Robert. Shaq might be the Xmas spirit right now. Yeah, well, we'll see. Nah, he doesn't look that heavy. He looks thin. He looks thin. Shaq gonna replace me with Ernie? Shit, I don't think he has the power to do that. But the thing is, I know actually, I could have for basketball. I just haven't been in touch with it, but I could have, you know, back in the day. Apply to the ring. Turkey needs warm bodies to work for him. I did. But I mean, you email them. There's no like official application or there's not like an interview that I can show up for. You know what I mean? It's not. You're acting like there's like a open call and I just didn't show up. Like, that's not how it works. What's up, Black Ray Donovan? What is up? What's cracking? What is going on? They barely know basketball too. I don't know about that, but should I spam the GoFundMe in Shaq's comment section? I don't know if you want. What's the best way to counter someone with a longer reach? Timing. You gotta get them to throw first, and then when they throw, either duck down and in, and come in, or slap their punch away and automatically hit them. But that takes you have to take a step in to do that if the person's taller. If you were to guess how much you're thinking he was, I'm guessing 275. No, 275 is his heaviest weight. The heaviest he ever fought at was 278. Now he's looking like a little lighter than what he fought Usyk at. I think he fought Usyk at like 260 something. I'm gonna say he's 5 or 10 pounds lighter than when he fought Usyk. Let's see, Tyson Fury weight versus Usyk 1. He was 262. Didn't I tell you guys? I think he's in the 250s. I think he might be like 255, 254. He's lighter. Someone said he's in the Xmas spirit. He could throw you some chili. Bring the energy to TBV. If I was getting paid, maybe I would, but it's not my show. It's not my show. I'm not a downer. I'm just, you don't take over somebody's show when it's not yours. You know what I mean? That's just not etiquette. Usyk round, 9th round KO? Nah, he's not knocking him out. He's not. That's the one outcome I'd be surprised of, is a Usyk knockout. A Fury knockout, I could see. A Fury decision, I could see Usyk decision, but an Usyk knockout, nah. I know we heard him last time, but nah. That makes no sense. Why would you lose more weight? Because he wants to box him. He thinks the key to winning is boxing, just not joking around. I disagree. Thoughts on Moses Atuama? Well, that's interesting that you asked me that. And
oh my God, who the hell cares?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know who that is, though. Who is that? Yeah, you're on the B mic. Exactly. Podcast etiquette 101. What's the best way to lose weight? Portion control. Watching what you eat helps, and then portion control is most important, especially depending on your age. If you're young, just portion control, because you can eat whatever you want. The shit. If you're older, watch what you eat and portion control. Joke, bro, you're the best. Appreciate you. You and Two Tone are the best TBV host ever. Thank you. I love Two Tone. I mean, I don't love him like. I don't love him, like. Fruity. But I love him. He's a good dude. They let Fury use Snow and Nandrolone in his fight. His whole career is suspect for sure. I don't know what Nandrolone is. Why would they let somebody use that stuff? Who is they? You mean like illegally they didn't report it? Is that what you're saying? I've been listening for 10 years. Damn, appreciate you. People say I'm too quiet. I think I had just enough. Marlo, have you ever done a 36-hour water fast? No, but my wife did. She did a 9 days. Yeah, you're hearing me correctly. Don't adjust your radio stations. She didn't eat, this wild woman, for 9 days. All she drank every day was water, lemon, a little bit of honey, and pepper, I believe. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper? Yeah. That's it. Maple syrup. Excuse me. Maple syrup, water, lemon, and cayenne pepper. And it was hot, right? That's all she drank. For 9 days, she didn't eat. She lost I don't know what she lost, but no, I've never done no shit like that. That's what he lost. Shout out to the pretty boy Marco, big homie Tia. Shout to all the pints of soursop around the world. I think you're making it now, right? Soursop? See, she's part of my routine. I lost about 20 pounds since February, just boxing training. How old are you? Age matters. It's a steroid for enhancement. Okay. Hey, pretty little Clea, would Marco use Ozempic? Nah, I would never do no Ozempic. I know a couple people who've used it. I guess it works, but wow, how many pounds she lose? She lost, what'd she lose, 10, 15? 10. She wasn't heavy to begin with at all. At all. She was in very good shape. So, but also she loses weight hard. Like, I've been around her and I've seen her eat almost nothing, and it's her metabolism's slow. So 10 is a lot for her to lose. And she was already, was thin. 9 days, that's ridiculous. I know. after like 2 or 3 days, she started feeling almost high. Like she wasn't even hungry anymore. It was weird. We must have shifted to another universe after the commotion on TV this morning on the rooftop. I mean, it wasn't that big. That kid looked like 8 years old. Like, from what I saw briefly, it's little punks. Mark, we need you to smack CYP like Ness smacked up the little Dominicana kids today. Damn, 10 isn't much. Nah, it's not, but for her, it's a lot. It all depends. If you're severely overweight and, then it's nothing. But if you're not, then it's a good amount. It was random. Yeah, it was weird. But I guess that's what happens. Third world countries. I had a dude try to rob me in Bulgaria when I was 15. It was a worse robbery attempt because he didn't realize who he was talking to. He saw me. I was wearing Nikes, right? And back then, anybody who had American gear on was like rich, or they thought, because they didn't have American gear in Bulgaria. They didn't let it in, or was just mad. So he saw me wearing Nikes. He came up to me. He's like, yo, he was like, put his arm around me. He's like, give me $1. I'm like, the fuck off. And I'm like, I ain't giving you shit. And he goes, okay. And he walks away. And I'm like, that was the worst robbery. Like, I've been robbed before in growing up. That was robbery in training. That was Walmart robbery. That was a bootleg robbery. Tank is 1 foot out the door because he's talking about retirement. That's true. 50 Cent said he shot a show in Bulgaria. Yeah, one of the Wu-Tang Clan, I remember being asked, they were asked, and they were like, what are the poppinest countries to party in? And one of them said Bulgaria. I forget which member said it. It might have been like Capadon or somebody. Not one of the big members, but did you box the book? Nah, he walked away. I didn't have to do anything. I was ready to. I was 15, so I was already boxing at the time. But he walked away. I was like, and I'm used to like I've had guns pulled on me, knives pulled on me at robberies growing up, in New York. So I was used to it. Marcos Poppin, the son of Jakob, Tyson Fury will win. Marcos Poppin, the son of Jakob. The hell's that mean? What? Why are you bringing that up? Growing up in NYC, you get robbed for your sneaks and clothes on the train. Nobody ever robbed me for my sneakers, thank God. That would have been whack. I had a couple friends, true story, when the Jordan 4s came out. Rob, that's right, you're a little younger, so you probably don't remember how hot the Jordan 4s were, but one of my boys literally said he was walking down the street in the Bronx, and he just suddenly woke up on the street. He just woke up, and he was laying on the sidewalk barefoot. Somebody came from behind him, took his fucking J's off his feet. I got robbed for my windbreaker once, but every other time it was for like, I only got robbed twice or 3 times. The other times it was for money or my Walkman. Only time it was closed was, and yeah, and it was pussy. It was like two. It's always like 2 or 3 dudes bigger than me. Like when they did it, it was all pussy shit. Call 1-800 if you're a victim of bootleg robbery. People are hungry everywhere. You gotta be mindful. Well, what happened with me was many years ago. You're not a real man unless you've been put at gunpoint at some point in your life. I guess so. Jordans were hot when they came out. You know, people who got their pants stripped off. The pants stripped off?
Tutti frutti!
Okay. What kind of robbery that is. I was born in Harlem Hospital. I left NYC 2 years ago. That was the best thing I ever done. How old are you? How old are you, one? And then what part did you grow up in? We might know some of the same people. Some meatheads probably. Thank you, Tia. New Yorkers are such good people that they rob you just so you can experience the New York life. Before I found boxing, I used to weigh 260. Damn. Okay, good. Carry a job application with you that scares them away. Salute. NYC isn't the place to raise kids. I mean, if you have money, it is. Which I don't. But if you did, then it is. But it's better to be in the burbs. Like, it's way calmer out here. What's up, Eon? When True Religion and Robin Wings jeans are popping. What? Smash the likes. 49. Oh, you're my age. Yo. All right, we got to do this real quick, Robert. West side of Manhattan, Douglas Project. Is that on 96th Street? Is that the 96th, 98th Street joints? I went to Wagner Junior High and I went to Humanities High School. Did you go to either of those? Because we could have been in the school at the same fucking time. That's dope. See, this is why you people always say, "Oh, you ask questions." Well, you don't say it, but some people. This is why. Because look how dope this is. We might have gone to the same fucking high school or junior high school right now. About to find out. Might have happened. Me and Robert Brown. The Warriors movie tripped me out. Yeah, I mean that's before my time. I don't know if it was like that or not. I feel like it probably was exaggerated, but you asked me about when dudes get the pants stripped. Yeah, it's weird. You and Tone bring positivity and great sense of humor. Thank you. Yeah, Next could be a little negative sometimes, but he's good. Brandon, you Jay Swift is like 60 something, 66. Older head than him. Johan Vargas, what up? Let me hear one of those hip hop. Let me hear that hip hop rap you did. Maybe in a little bit. I actually have like 5 other songs, but that's the best one that I played. 103rd in Amsterdam. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yep, I said 99th, but that's what I meant. I know. A friend of mine, she grew up on 97th in Amsterdam. And it was like that tall building, and it wasn't projects. It might have been government. I think it's government subsidized, but the real tall one. Yeah, I know that hood. I don't get why people like being asked. Why people don't like being asked questions. Yeah, I don't know either. I went to PS 40. I don't know where the fuck that is. Martin Luther King, of course. I grew up on 50th in Hell's Kitchen, so I grew up right across the street from Park West High School. Literally, Rob, right across the street. And now you remember all the Decepticons and all the shit that was going on then? And then like literally up the block was art and design. So I grew up next to 2 fucked up high schools. One of them, the one across the street from my house, true story, was the first ever high school in New York City to have to install metal detectors because people were bringing in the toast. Yeah, I don't know where PS 92. I don't know where 44 PS 93 is, but of course Martin Luther King. I know right across. Those guys, you used to rob those kids from LaGuardia. Was that you, Rob? Rob, are you going over there smacking up kids from LaGuardia High School, taking their lunch money? Were you eating? So there's a school called LaGuardia High School. Tupac went there. The Wayans went there. It was a specialized high school that for acting, for art, or for dance, you had to test to get in. It was all basically smart kids, talented kids. It was literally a 20-foot walk to one of the worst fucking high schools in New York City, which is Martin Luther King. And the guys from Martin Luther King would herb the shit out of these poor, nerdy, dancing, drawing, singing dweebs. I bet you Rob was doing it. See? Look at that. He was part of it. Terrible. Flex it. Alexander, one used to live in my building. Okay. Wait, not at all what? You didn't do it or you did do it? I'm confused. Marco, I know that I was serious, gang, but I can't get them serious. They were named after itself. Yeah, after the Transformers. That's right. They were serious. Shit. There were no that was for academics. Huh? I'm confused what you're talking about. Oh, not at all for academics? I don't know what you're saying. Martin Luther King, the kids was on an academic. I don't get it. What you mean? Actually, one of my a friend of mine who's a congressman now in New York, named Jamal Bowman. He was a congressman. He's a current sitting congressman. He was a principal at Martin Luther King, but this was he's our age, so like 2006 or 7 or whatever. But anyway, see this? I mean, that is cool shit. Do NY people dream of golfing to going to Ivy League schools? I don't know. Most NYC kids, at least the ones from the hood, don't even think about college. So no, the ones from the rich part, absolutely. I grew up in the 80s. We had school rumbles because WWF was popular. but my class had the biggest kids. We all became bullies. Okay. LaGuardia High School was for kids that was, yeah, that's what I was saying. Not just that though, they also had to art. Remember, it was 3: art, acting, and dance. So they didn't always have to be that. The academics had to be decent, but they had to pass the exam. I tried to go in, get in for art, and I tell my kids a story. I'm sitting there, right? I thought I could draw. I sit down. They tell you you're in a room full of people. Draw this. So I'm drawing it, right? I'm like doing my little fucking stick figure bullshit. I'm like, yeah. Then I look next to me, and this fucking Asian kid, his shit was literally 3D popping off the paper, looking at me like, what's up? Like some rope, some crazy Voltron. And I was like, okay, I can't. I knew right then and there, there's no way I'm getting in. Of course I didn't. And why has Ivy League schools? Marco, the time that I started boxing, it was hard to keep my arms up. But now I've been boxing for a year and a half. It's easy. Yeah, it's called and it's called endurance. One of the other King kids was academically smart. That's the word. Oh, really? That's not. Actually, I don't know if they were smart or not. I just knew that they were fucking. They would beat the shit out of and rob the other ones. Do you think a person can lose 40 pounds in 4 months? Yeah, definitely. 10 pounds a month? That's nothing. Absolutely. You lose it way faster if you wanted to. You lose 40 pounds. You can lose 40 pounds in a month. I don't know if that's healthy, but you could. Again, it depends how old you are. Age matters. When you're younger, you lose weight way easier, way quicker. So that's the way it is. That's the way it is. I think we all have a little PTSD in us because the time we grew up in our area. Suckers, where are you from again? You just say it. You said 80s, but where? I forget where you're from. Hell yeah, you can't not have that shit. You can't not. When you get robbed or where you see, like, it just is there. But it becomes part of the norm. Like, I live in the suburbs now for the first time in my life, and I finally see how much calmer my nervous system is. Like, oh, there's not sirens every 2 seconds. Shit that you tune out and get numb to, when it's gone, you don't realize. You know what I mean? So, but I still do miss the shitty. All right, let's get back to some boxing, guys. Marco, outside of boxing, what other sports do you like? Just basketball. East LA, but chilled a lot in South Central. Oh, shit. Compton swap meet down on Slauson, or however you guys say it. Do you remember Timmy Spaghetti from 108th Street across the street from the police station? Nah, what the fuck is that? Is that a person or like a, I don't know. Nah. I didn't really go to I hung out more on the east side. I knew the kids from Washington Projects. I was more in the 90s and hundreds in the east side. All my friends, I went to Wagner, which was on the east side. So all my boys were from that part. I knew some people, and just people from the 80s, 90s, and some from the hundreds on the west side where you're from, but not many. It was mostly the east side was where I chilled on the east side all the time, which is annoying because I can't grow up on the west, so the shit was a mission to get there, but whatever. I do intermittent fasting every day. You can lose and maintain weight with fasting and exercise. Yeah, I heard the intermittent fasting thing is supposed to be a big. My brother-in-law does it. I guess I kind of do it, but not on purpose. Boxing will help you lose weight. The best cardio. Did you guys see? So I dropped 2 videos today. One was like a promo video for Title Boxing because they're sponsoring me a little bit. 2 was I dropped the hardest puncher in boxing history, female puncher, Christy Martin. People say, well, what about Ann Wolfe? Well, I think Christy Martin's highlights speak for themselves, and she was just more devastating. But 2, Christy Martin was not sucking down Capri Suns with arms looking like Man-in-Arms from He-Man. Now, allegedly, but, you know. Yes, dope Title Boxing video. Thanks, man. Intermittent fasting used to be called being broke. She She is on fire. She's been a comedian. Turquoise. Clarissa Turquoise. Haitian. Bet your family's Haitian. Turquoise. There has to be some, that sounds like some Creole shit. Or turquoise? No, it has to be turquoise. I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway. So I didn't watch the open workout, but it looked to me from the clip I saw that Fury was hiding his body because he lied that he's coming in bigger. He wants Usyk to think he's gonna knock him out. But it's not past Fury to really try and knock him out. I don't know which way he's going with this. That's the problem. Remember in the 90s, they used to give out free movie tickets to go view the movie? Yeah, of course. Hell yeah. That was mostly for the premieres. Not premieres, screenings. Excuse me. Yep. Yeah, they wanted to get people's reactions, and then based on that, believe it or not, they would cut certain scenes, ads, like they would tweak the movie if certain things tested poorly. Yeah, I remember that. Remember that? Do you plan to watch Closer? Yeah, definitely. First week of boxing, my arms back, my arms, my back, my just like that. I can't say the words. I'll get flagged. First week of boxing, my back, my just like that. Were killing me. I was so tired. First time when I trained with Kevin Rooney, my waist, because he has all this shit going on, bobbing, going side to side, bobbing and weaving. Like the side, like your obliques, your muscles on your stomach and on the side were like fucking on fire. It was so sore. Boxing is dry this weekend. Boxing is dry this weekend?
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
What you talking about, Willis?
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
It's dry this weekend?
Get the fuck out of here!
Talk to you later. Where are you going? In the 90s, my school used to give out free tickets to go to the Yankees games. I hate baseball, but yeah, I miss that too. Where'd you move to? If you want to share, if you don't, I get it. You said you just moved. I just moved too. Not 2 years ago, like 5 months ago to Connecticut. After living in New York City my whole life. I lived in Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. Whole life. No Canelo or Tank news. Nope. Well, everybody's on their seats, edge of their seats, waiting for this Fury Usyk fight. You think a trilogy? If Fury wins, yes. If Fury wins dominant by knockout, maybe not, because the first fight was close, where Fury argued. You know what I'm saying? But probably no matter what, unless Fury loses, there'll be a trilogy. Tonight kind of boring. I don't know why. Tonight's kind of boring. Damn. That's kind of rude. That's because I was talking about being from New York the whole time. Sorry to bore you. Shit. Sorry to bore you. I miss the arcades in the stores. I miss those days. I used to go to the 42nd Street arcade. You ever go to that shit in Times Square? That ghetto ass arcade. I used to go there as a kid all the time. Right outside, you'd see that little digital news scroller where just like the news would be written. Like today, it's just like letters and words. Today, President Bush, blah blah blah. What are your opinions on the AI judge? I don't know much about it. I just don't understand how the fuck it's gonna know what punches landed. Unless there's sensors in the gloves and sensors on the dude's fucking faces and on their breadbasket, how's he gonna know? How are they gonna know what landed? Vegas. Oh shit. Okay. Marco, who do you got winning this weekend? And are you 100% sure? No. Let's make a bet. I don't bet, Rob. I don't bet. Never betted, not starting now. If your pick loses, you have to start in OnlyFans. Hell no. I don't know who I got. At first, I thought Fury because he's just going to come in and do a Wilder 2 and 3, fight like a big man. But then I'm seeing how thin he is. I'm seeing that he looks a little shook. Fury looks a little shook, and he's talking about I'm just going to do the same thing, just be more focused. Now, then I'm thinking Usyk. So I want to see the weigh-in. I won't know till the weigh-in, but I'm actually leaning toward Usyk by decision. But that's not what I want. Let's be clear. I want Fury to win. I want Fury to knock the rabbit out. I'm half Ukrainian. I want the motherfucker to lose. The AI judge is to train all the AI. I know. That'll eliminate bias. Or will it? Because AI still needs to be programmed by a human. You know, all you do is one line of code. When Fury lands, make one punch actually equal 3. You know what I'm saying? Like one line of code, you can still make it biased. ASI more accurate than human eyes. I don't think so. Over here in chat. Of course, I use it all the time. That's not our fault, Marco. There's nothing really interesting in boxing. Right? What you talking about? It's like the lineal heavyweight championship of the world. I'm basically the undisputed because he should. That's not exciting to you? Baseball news. I hate baseball. Did you see Remy Ma use his finger? No. Oh, are you serious? She said that? She came out and said that? That's gross. Nah, it wasn't by Port Authority. Port Authority, because I grew up right there. Port Authority was on 10th Avenue. This was all the way on Broadway or 7th, I believe. I guess close to it, but not in Port Authority. This was on 7th Ave, I believe. Or is it Broadway? No, I think it was Broadway. So a couple avenues away, but close enough in the vicinity. Usyk by TKO. I think I had Fury and he got lucky. Okay. If I lived in Vegas, I'd lose all my chili at the. Ugh. Don't worry, Marco. He not a boxing supporter. Who? You're talking about our man Dwayne, our little man Dwayne, the young buck. All right. Damn, I just got another video that I can't monetize. That was yesterday. What the hell did I say yesterday? All right, well, what are you going to do? To be honest, U.S. fans are hard to get excited about all Europeans. How do people sit through an entire base? That is a great question. We're supposed to look at Papoose different when she used to enjoy doing that, and suddenly they break up. She's trying to shame. I know some dudes like that. I mean, not me, but what are you going to do? Benavidez is 27 by 30. By 30, do you think he could be a heavyweight? He's 27 by 30. Oh, by 30. No, he looks just I think Cruiser is as high as he would. Like, he could go to heavy, and he could legitimately, because he's so talented, maybe, come away in like 210 or whatever, 215, and maybe win. But I think cruiserweight is probably his highest until he's going to start getting disadvantages. Do they leave timestamps to videos that aren't monetizable? No. They should, right? No, they don't. Oh, you know what? Let me see. It just says, after manually reviewing your video, we confirm that it isn't suitable for advertisers. As a result, it will continue to run limited or no ads. Then it shows the video that they're talking about. It just shows the link to it. I think, wait, when I click on it, what's it say? Yeah, when I click on it, it just says, and this was 2 days ago. And then your video remains playable, but isn't eligible to earn subscription revenue. And is eligible, yeah, so that's it. It doesn't give you any. It's kind of bullshit. Bruh, how did it get unmonetized? The chat is, I don't get it. Yeah, 2 days ago, I was already having you guys chill. I don't know. Let's go back to talking how we want then. Remy Ma, the pooper scooper. I don't like Fury. The man literally has no power. Nah, Robert, that's not true. That is not true. Soon as he came on with Sugar Hill Stewart, which was Wilder 2, all the way through that's 6 or 7 fights, he had all knockouts. The only knockout he didn't get was against Usyk. So how's he not? That's knockout power. Sugar Hill told him, stop bouncing around like a fucking jerk off and sit down on your punches. Just out of sheer size and weight alone, you're going to hit hard. I don't like the heavyweight division anymore. Okay, you're nutty. Do you disable the chats and replay? No. Fury victory by decision. So Fury is, so Usyk's favored. YouTube can sook a fat one. We rocking with Marco. Yep. Appreciate you. Fury's going to make the rematch look easy. I hope you're right. He was making the first fight look easy as shit from about the 3rd round to the 7th. That was only 4 rounds he was winning. I thought he lost the first 2 because he was running. So then he won, 8th, 5 rounds. It was the 8th that he got not rocked, right? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 rounds he won. In the first 2 he lost. So, and then without the knockdown, he wins the fight probably. I only say that because I like smaller weight classes because they throw more punches. Marco, don't read aloud the flagrant comments. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to. I don't care what no one says. Fury won. That's what I thought. But it was so close. Like, he should have made it clear. Fight or flight? What up? I gave Fury 4 and 7. You only 4 through 7. Nah, I gave him 3 too. So you gave him only 4 rounds. He won the 12th round, so that's 5. So then you have it 7-5 with a knockdown? Or did you not give him, you didn't give him anything besides 4 through 7? Nah, he won 12. I think on everybody's scorecard. And then there's like 1 he won in between there. He doesn't have power, bro. Sorry. Like I said, knockout speak volumes. Esto es boxeo. What's up? Welcome. Usyk figured him out. I think he can pressure Fury more this time and stop him if Fury not fully motivated. I don't think he's stopping him. And again, you just came in the room. If Fury fights like a big man and uses his size, he stops Usyk. Schultz talks to, yeah, I know that. He should break. You don't listen to me, do you, Alberto? He doesn't return texts ever. Or at least not for 5 years. Usyk just kept punching and Fury uses his size. I got Usyk. I think I need to rewatch the fight because I really don't know who won. It was close. 7 was a swing round, but Usyk put in the work and got better with the exchanges. Nah, 7. I thought Fury was winning easy. I don't know why folks ain't excited for this rematch. Who's folks? Just Dwayne. I am, and I want to see what kind of tactics and just Dwayne is not excited. That's it. He's 15 and from Florida. So the heat's fucking with his little brain. That's what it is. Not little like dumb, but little like small because he's young. Young brain. Let me say that. Email contact is get the fuck out of here. If he's not returning my phone calls, I'm not doing that. But don't you think if Fury tries to be big and go after him that Usyk will? No. And when I mean go after him, I don't just mean go after him like that. Because he had success doing that. Lean on him. Impose your weight. Wear him out. Rough him up. That's what he needs to do. What he did to Wilder the 2nd and 3rd fight. Is it better to catch or block punches or parry them? Parry. Hit him away because when you're blocking him, it's it's hitting and then the glove's hitting you in your head, and even if if it's here, boom, or if it's pasted, it's like you're getting hit with like a big helmet on, but you're still getting hit. Parry, no force is coming to you because you're slapping it away. The best thing to do is duck or slip. Best thing to do. Parry's good too though because there's no damage taken. You heard even fucking Bivol's like, yeah, my hands were killing me because I was catching a lot of better BM's hard shot. Usyk versus Klitschko, he wins because Turkey. Is Klitschko coming out of retirement? Is there any facts to this besides some tabloid newspaper saying it? If you block, you can get knocked. Good rhyme. Good rhyme. Did you guys catch my Chrissy Martin video? Did you guys see it? Anybody? My first female boxing video I've ever done, by the way. Because I'm not really, but I was a big fan of hers. I've interviewed her before. She's cool. I like her. She mad cool, yo. What do we got? Guys, smash the like button or Marco will smash your aunties while dressed as sin. Damn. Got me tapping up aunties. Thanks, man. You're the only one who watched it. What up, Mike? What up, what up? You still kissing? Every Italian I know is solid. You ain't solid. You a traitor. All right, well, I don't know who that is. He's about to get blocked, but I'm not Italian. You jackass. Yes, a video of Fury. He said Turkey and Klitschko asked Klitschko to fight. Okay, but did Klitschko, is there any confirmation that Klitschko's gun? Did Klitschko say, yeah, I'm fighting? Is there an announcement? I don't think there is. It's just rumors for now. Boyachuk versus Davies. Should Boyachuk stop him? Okay, I like that. Marco blocked that guy. We can't. You can't see it. Why not? That's because somebody probably deleted it. That's why. That is the only reason, I believe. That is the only reason. All right, what else we got? What else we got? What else we got? How many ounces are your sparring gloves? I actually, believe it or not, never owned my own. I would always use the ones at the gym. They were between 16s and 20s every time. Between 16s and 20s. So, smash the likes. Fury versus Usyk is definitely going the distance. Unless Tyson Fury fights like a big man and gets that little sausage shithouse rabbit the hell out of there. If Usyk wins, do you think he will retire? No. He's kind of said no. Hey, the thing is this. If Usyk wins, right, dominant, and he continues winning, we all, even though I'm going for Fury, I'll be a little upset. We all win because we're possibly seeing one of the greatest fighters in history. If he continues doing all this, possibly seeing one of the greatest fighters in history. So that's dope. He beats Fury, then maybe he goes, he beats Bacoli and, maybe a couple more guys and then retires. You can argue he's one of the greatest ever. Undefeated, although that was one fight against Fury that you can argue that he lost because that arguably he did lose that first one. Yeah, I mean, Ann Wolf was, is she sipping the Capri Suns or is she just drinking water? European trash talk is funny. Sausage, yeah, is really funny. Usyk said when did he say that? Nah, I think he was asked if he would. He said he would consider it, but I don't think he said he is. Fury landed a couple uppercuts. He hurt him with an uppercut and he hurt him with a body shot. And I think Fury hurt him 3 times. But didn't didn't jump on him. Hurt him and was just like, oh, this is easy. I'm going to, I think he was shocked he was doing so well. Beterbiev's too old, man. And too small. Although he dropped him in the amateurs with a body shot, he's too old, too small. What about Layla? She had a lot of power, but Christy Martin's highlight reels, I challenge you. You pull up you saw my video I just dropped. That is highlight. That's a knockout highlight reel, unlike that can compare with any male legend puncher, right? I challenge you. Pull up Layla Ali's, pull up Ann Wolf's. I bet you her highlight reel is a match shot. Yeah, they had a couple. Ann Wolf had that one knockout that was one of the most disgusting, filthy knockouts I've ever seen. But as a whole, in its totality, no. I think Christy had way more. She was just more fucking consistent with it. 1 second, guys. All right, my bad. So, Usyk came out in an interview, said when he wins, Fury's going to go back down because he's small for him. Did he? When? What interview? Give me the link. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. He is too small, but he's doing well. He's tall. 6'3" is tall. You guys see that thing? Him and Muhammad Ali they're the same weight, the same birthday, the same height. And I believe they might even have the same reach. Who would have thought? The greatest is reincarnated as a Ukrainian white boy, southpaw. Right, what else we got, people? Talk to me while I sip my sour sop. Now, what else we got? Why is everybody's quiet? Everybody's quiet. Talk to me. Talk to me, suckers. No, nothing? What's going on here? What is soursop? I don't know. It's a plant, I guess. It's a tree, a leaf, a plant. Usyk has more tools. Does he, though? Does he? Fury's arguably a better boxer. Different style completely, though. Fury's more of a Muhammad Ali classic boxer. Usyk's like a Pacquiao, Loma mover. Who you got in the rematch? Bivol or better? I think Bivol's going to win, even though I'm going for Beterbiev. Just like I'm going for Fury, I think Usyk wins, and I think Bivol wins. The two more boring fighters. Top 3 fights you think will happen next year? I can't do that, man. I can't do that. We don't know. I know the ones I'd like to see happen, some of them, but what I think will happen, who the fuck knows? Dudes don't want to fight or want too much money or, don't want to take certain risks in their career or are convinced by their management to go a different path. Who knows? No idea. No idea. I'm curious what Canelo's going to do next. I wonder if he's going to fight that dude, Frenchie. Bruno Sidinian or whatever his name is. Ones you want to see. Bam versus Inoue. Tank versus Tiafimo. Tank versus Shakur. Haney versus Ryan rematch. Bud Boots, Bud Madrimov, not Madrimov, Backrum, the new guy, Bud Backrum, Charlo Bud, Spence Fundora, Spence Bud too, even. Virgil Ortiz versus Boots, Virgil Ortiz versus Bud, Canelo Benavidez, Canelo Crawford. I'd see Benavidez better be ever Bivol. Bacoli versus Fury or Usyk. Dubois versus Fury or Usyk. Joshua versus, I don't know, like Zhang or somebody. What do you think Ryan Court case strong because Bill's standing? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think Fury is that good of a boxer. If he was that true, he would have beat Usyk in the first fight by UD. Well, not really, because Fury fought like a boxer. Usyk fought like the brawler. Usyk was the one chasing him down. Fury was the one boxing. It just happened to be a case where the boxer got caught by the pressure fighter. Cody Crawley's good. I don't know. I want to see how Beterbiev does in the rematch first. Then I want to see how Benavidez does. I got to see him fight another 75-pounder. And Morrell's not really even a fucking 75-pounder because didn't he just move up? Edwin, what up, sucker? What up, sucker? So, I don't know. I hear that the undercard for Saturday is a steaming hot pile of garbage. It's not good. You think Usyk, huh? Me too. Usyk is a pressure. He's not, but he was against Fury. That's my point. Fury did box really well. Fury in that fight was the boxer. And I think he was on some ego shit. Like, you know what? I'm going to outbox the boxer. The dude who was constantly spinning and moving around Anthony Joshua because he knew he was too small. Fury's like, I'm going to outbox what he's good at. He's like, if I just walk right at him, it's too easy. People say, oh, he's bigger. Let me outbox him. I think that's what Fury was doing. Is he going to do it again, though? Tools. No, Usyk has a lot of tools, but so does Fury. Usyk might have more, though. You might be right. But Fury's size is the deciding factor, making him. I thought he would be a cheat code. I thought nobody would beat him. I thought he's just too big, too strong now with Sugar Hill power, too agile, can move, can box, too good of a chin. And now all that's in question. Just like that. Now we don't think his chin's that good. Now we don't think he's that good of a boxer. Now we don't think he has power anymore. Now we don't think he's, all that is in question. Literally from one fight against Usyk. Crazy, right? And Ngannou. There's 5 fights, prelims tomorrow before the weigh-in. Okay. Jared Anderson versus Richard Torres. I think Jared beats him. I think Jared's too big. Torres is like 6'1", tops, or 6 feet maybe. Jared's like 6'4". I know Jared just got crunched by Bacoli, but I think Richard Torres, I love Richard Torres as a person too. I just think he might be too small for heavyweight. I'd love to see him campaign at cruiser if he could. Maybe he can't though. He could just be a thick, like legs or like tree trunks. He could just be a heavy guy. It's hard to tell. Wonder who Jake Paul's gonna fight. That'll be interesting to see. My favorite Fury moment is when he got like fucking on. Yeah, that was crazy. Bacoli makes me have fun as a fan. Yeah, man. That's a big, powerful dude. I just don't like that he's overweight. I don't like it. It makes me question his discipline. It makes me question his focus. Dare I say, makes me question his desire. That's the problem for me. If he came in cut, chiseled, like, okay. And look, you don't have to have muscles to hit hard and be a good fighter, but it's more, again, it's not how he looks. It's about what the motivating factor is on why he's looking the way he looks, why he's not taking that extra. You think he has one punch KO? Who? Bacoli? Yeah, seems that way. Fury is good, but not great. We all thought he was great after he did to Wilder, who was knocking everybody out. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Bacoli, yeah, he does. Yeah, looks that way. I mean, he was dropping Jared Anderson with one punch. Didn't knock him out with one punch, but dropped him repeatedly. Anderson might just have a good chin. Watch Johnny Fisher on the Fury undercard. He's a beast. Him versus Richard Torres in the future. Okay. Johnny Fisher. If Fury wins, what rank will help him move up? Has to be in the top 10. Has to be top 10, yeah. Is Fury pound for pound or just a good boxer? Hard to tell. I had him pound for pound. And now he's off. Because even though he arguably won that fight, he didn't look good doing it. And he arguably lost too. Pacheco or Nelson, who you got? I don't know. Maybe Pacheco. Wilder, he beat, his best fight was a 50-year-old mummy. Yeah, but when you knock out all 42 of your opponents without a loss and knock them all out brutally with one punch, that's special. I don't give a fuck. I say this all the time. Doesn't matter if he has bad form, no fundamentals, he throws wild punches, he's losing all up until he is one of the few fighters where the saying is you got to be perfect for 12 rounds and he has to only be perfect for one punch. He's one of the few fighters where that holds true. That's exceptional. Nobody. It doesn't matter who it's against. First of all, it's not Uber drivers. He was a heavyweight world champion. So he was fighting dudes who were ranked. Okay, they might not have been the best fighters in the division, but he was fighting dudes who were ranked. But even so, how good of a fighter you are has nothing to do with how good your chin is. Being able to knock I say this all the time. So many good fighters have shit chins. So many bad fighters have great chins. Doesn't matter. Do you know how hard it is to knock out everybody you faced? Do you know how hard it is to knock out anybody, let alone everybody you faced? When you, and listen to this one, absorb this one, when you are literally 30 to 40 pounds lighter than almost everybody you fought. Wilder's like 209. He's fighting dudes 230, 240, 250, 260, Fury 270 on the regular. Very impressive. So give him his props. Fact. If Usyk is the same size as Ali, people keep saying who would win because Holyfield's similar. Holyfield's 6'3", almost. So Holyfield versus Usyk, who would have won that one? Yeah, Edwin knows. Tyson needs to be like Nigel Benn or a fighter, not a boxer, but what a great fighter Nigel was. And just say after Saturday, I'd be looking forward to the third fight. Okay. You're British. You're Jamaican Brit. Is that it? All right. So you're back in the Brit. I want the Brit to win too, man. But I think Usyk's going to beat him because I don't think Tyson's going to fight like a big man. I think Tyson's going to fight on the back foot, trying to box, and that backfired. And he's coming in so thin. You see how thin he is now. That just screams, I want to be light on my feet. I'm boxing. How Roberto Duran do in this day and age, and what division would he be? Oh, I don't know. I mean, lightweight is one of the best who ever did it. So Wilder still was knocking out guys in sparring headgear too. Yeah, you can't deny his power. And again, that whole narrative, he beat pizza delivery guys or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, it matters a little. I'll give people that because the better fighter you are, the harder you are to hit. So it's harder to actually land the punch. The shittier fighter, it's easier to land the punch. But still, no heavyweight champion in history has ever gone 42-0, all 42 by knockout. Well, his was 43-0, and all so because with Stavern, he rematched Stavern and knocked him out. But no heavyweight champion has ever knocked out the first 42 people he's ever fought with 0 losses, knocked them all out. Nobody. Let alone with 1 punch, let alone being way lighter than them. Joan Guzman training Kid Austin for school. Who's Joan Guzman? You meant to say John, maybe? I don't even know John Guzman. Fury have a hard time fighting little guys like Steve Cunningham and Usyk. I'm glad you said that, Robert. Steve Cunningham. Fury needs to do the Steve Cunningham. Fucking rake him in his face with his forearm. Lean on him. That's how he beats him. Goes at him. Did you see him trying to box Steve Cunningham after he got dropped? No. Why the fuck did he keep doing that with Usyk? I guess because Usyk didn't drop him. Maybe Fury needed to get dropped to have his brain turn on like, I got to get this guy. Why did Manny Pacquiao get knocked out so much and Floyd not so much? Floyd is a better fighter. Wilder would be losing most of those fights too. And he didn't start. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He didn't start. That's exactly. He started fighting late. Nah, Zhang is whack, Michael. Zhang is so. He doesn't. Zhang is 41 years old. He's fat. He came in over 300 pounds. Talk about undisciplined and barely threw any punches. He's done. He had a short little window where he was exciting, but he's done. Yes, absolutely. With that power, he's the hardest puncher ever lived, arguably. Has to be in the Hall of Fame. I do agree Tyson does look way, like, I'm going to say he was 262 in the last fight. I'm going to say he's going to be in the 250s for this fight. And that you're in England, Ray, I don't know what stone that is, but he lied saying he's 21 stone. He's not. Joan Guzman. That's a dude? None of those fights age well. Nobody Wilder beat had a remarkable career. That's true. That's true. But like I said, you cannot take away his power and what the dangerous fighter he was. That just cannot be erased. Pac-Man had a big as head target to hit. Yo, lad, you heavy bag work. You do appreciate you. Oh, you saw my title boxing thing? Thank you. I wasn't even hitting hard there. That was more speed and like snappy. I could hit way harder than that. But thank you. Positive and funny. Who was that? Hearns? I like that. Oh, that's not Hearns. That's you. I thought you were Hearns. Tyson Fury should not try to throw combos in Usyk because he will counter him the same way like last time. He didn't counter him. That's not true, Positive. He didn't counter him. Fury kept at his range because of his size, was able to hit Fury. Fury couldn't touch him. Fury only got caught when he was retreating. It wasn't in between combos. It was as he was back. That first shot where he hit him and Fury kept wiping his nose like it was bleeding, like he broke it. That was Fury going back. Hands up, going back, not punching. The shot that hurt him, that was Fury going back. Back. Or maybe that was in between. I'm not sure. But for most of the fight, Fury was retreating, which is why Usyk was having success. I don't know. Do a video on Matthew Saad Muhammad. I should. It's a good one. Who wins, Wilder or Joshua? Well, the answer to that is simple. Trying to find it.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Wilder should not be fighting anymore. Chris, what up? Wilder's one of the exciting fighters ever. He's not a Hall of Famer. I think he is. Well, if a body of work does. No. That's your criteria. Guess what? There's no criteria for the Hall of Fame. So you really can't say that. Your criteria, I can't argue with you, but that's not my criteria. And there's no criteria. You go to the Hall of Fame, it doesn't say this is what we look for. Sylvester Stallone's in the Hall of Fame. In my opinion, being a heavyweight champion, that dominant, with that much power, should put you in the Hall of Fame. Just like Ernie Schaefer. See, Ernie Schaefer was a hard hitter, but he didn't even have that kind of a record. Not even close. They used to call him Lil Tyson. Is AJ a Hall of Famer? It's too early to say, but not now, no. Appreciate you. You never saw me punch? You never saw me throw punches before, Frankie? Fury have to come in light because Usyk cruiserweight moves. That was a mistake he made the first time. Tyson and Chavez only fought cans. Well, we don't use the can words in here, Juan. If Fury gets caught clean by Usyk, he should take a knee to recover before Usyk unleashes his combos, because Usyk is not one-punch KO artist. That's true. Fury did look scared when he got hurt. I think he looked surprised, not scared. He looked like, what the fuck just happened? Did I just get this rabbit, this middleweight, just what? AJ has a glass jaw. Maybe. When Tua never got a real shot. Why Tua never? He did. Lance Lewis beat his ass. AJ is overrated. Okay. Ernie fought better guys. Come on. Yeah, he fought better guys for sure. For sure. But he lost to all of them. And he dropped Larry Holmes, but other than that, fucking got his ass whooped. If Wilder not Hall of Famer, Tank retires. I don't like talking about Hall of Famers right now because they're all still active. We don't know what's going to happen in their career. Mark Marigo versus Navarrete. Okay. Canelo versus Benavidez. Who you got? Benavidez by stoppage. And Inoue. He's hits too hard, too big. Huh? Wilder a Hall of Famer, but AJ not? No. His body of work is way better than Wilder. He had better fights, true. But he didn't beat any huge names except for an old Klitschko who Tyson Fury already beat. Anthony Joshua, other than that, didn't beat any big names. And he lost a whole bunch of times. Wilder in his prime, you know. But they're still fighting, so we have to wait and see. But I would put Wilder in it because he is literally one of the hardest punchers who ever lived. That's my criteria, personally. AJ is just he was a heavyweight champion, but nothing special. But again, he can come back now and end up rematching Usyk and knocking him out, knocking out Tyson. There's still time left, so we can't talk. Joshua could end up being one of the greatest heavyweights, depending on how he comes back, but unlikely, but he could. Tua would beat Morrison. Plus, Shavers faced way better competition. Yep. Well, Wilder only got dominated at the end of his career. But it's all about his power to me. That power puts him there. And trust me, I don't like him. I don't like how he handled his losses. But you can't deny the power of what he did. No way Benavidez by stoppage. I don't think he's going to. I think the ref might stop it, like lump his whole shit up, make it look like instant oatmeal. You know what I mean? I don't think Canelo won't be able to continue. Canelo will keep going, but he's going to be all lumped up. And AJ, but you're right. It might not be. It might just be an ass whooping for 12 rounds. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a stoppage because Canelo's just going to come right at him, and Benavidez is just going to tee off. And AJ beat Ruiz by running. AJ beat Ruiz by running. Hey, boxing, but you can call it running, I suppose. The moment Wilder stepped up, fought better guys, he got his ass kicked. You mean Fury? Fury didn't give the man a rematch because he failed the drug test. Okay. I feels you. I feels you. I feels you. What else we got? What else we got? People, talk to me. My bad. My bad. What's up, Ken? Benavidez will run over Canelo like a Mack truck to roadkill. I agree. Benavidez is gonna beat the shit. What he said. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. Yeah, he's gonna fuck Morel up. Unbelievable power, Wilder. Yeah, man, you can't deny that. Tua's too big. Dwight Muhammad Kawi was, or Dwight. The fuck was his surname? It's escaping me now. He's from Camden. The Camden Buzzsaw. He was naturally really a cruiserweight. So Tua, I think, too big for him. Rich Porter said they both failed drug tests. Shakur versus Kid. I got Shakur outboxing him easily. But shit. We'll see. He threw the belt at David. He threw the belt at the garbage can. I'm trying to tell you guys, the trash can was over David and behind him. He knew it was just an interim belt, so he tossed it. Every time I write a question, you answer it right away. Okay. Chew. What up? I think Bivol's gonna win, even though I'm going for Arthur. Chew. I think we're gonna see Beterbiev get old before our eyes. Mayweather better stay out of people's religion. He almost got his head knocked off. That's what they say, but there's no proof that anybody hit him. Canelo needs to retire. He should. He'll walk away one of the greatest to ever do it, as opposed to staying around getting fucked up by Benavidez or who's it? Super middleweight. There's really nobody super middleweight that can fuck with him, but that would be crazy. That'd be unlikely, but it's boxing, right? Who knows? Who knows, motherfuckers? What else we got, people? I'm gonna wrap it up in a second. Haha, he threw away the garbage. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah. He treated it like one of those little toys you used to get at the bottom of the cereal box as a kid. Like that when you already had 10 of them, like, fucking 3-point of that shit in the garbage can. If it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Yep. Bud versus Murtazayev. That's the guy who just fucked up Tim Tszyu, right? I got to go with Bud over anybody still, but that guy looks scary. Thoughts on Jao Pataya? He looks pretty good, but we got to see him test himself. Nah, the ball's not stopping anybody to the body. Get out of here, Ian. Spence was great, but I don't think he's going to come back. I think a mix of his age and his accomplishments and the way he lost, I think he's done. I think he should stay done. You know what I mean? Maybe the one fight where he looks great would help, so he retires with people remembering that, but he could get hurt. He could start just losing now, like Roy, like people. Like, I'm not saying it was a level of Roy, but Benavidez is going to be the first undisputed interim champion. Where is that? I got to hit you. That was good. Benavidez versus Zurdo. Let's not get carried away. I think Benavidez beats Zurdo. I'm not that impressed with Zurdo. Zurdo looks mad fat, even though he's not. It's weird. Good show for you. Yep. Later, Roswell, everybody. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I'm about to end it too soon. Jake Paul's taking over boxing. It appears so. Spence need one more decent name stoppage. Will Charlos come back? I don't think so. I think all these dudes in their mid to late 30s that have taken 2-3 years off, I don't think they'll come back. The only ones that are going to keep fighting in their mid to late 30s are ones that are active, like Bud, like Beterbiev, like Usyk, all these guys, Fury. Thoughts on Danny Garcia? He was a great fighter. He was one of the best welterweights of his era. The problem was his era had a lot of all-time greats. So if he was in any other era, he might have been an all-time great, considered one. But, dealing with Spud and Spence and Thurman and all these guys, Thurman's not all-time great, but just such a competitive era that he fought in. Do you see Zurdo moving to heavyweight? Probably not. I mean, he might, but he won't be successful. Davis has been boring as long as Inoue has achieved nothing. What? I think Charlo at 154 will come back. I don't know about Big Charlo. I don't think they're coming back, man. That's a lot of time off. And don't forget, little Charlo has that Canelo money. He's good. What? He's good. What do you make for that? Let's see, what do you make? How much did Jermell Charlo get paid against Canelo? Estimated guaranteed was 1.5 million. That's it. Pay-per-view share was estimated to be, which could increase. Okay, so he made around 5 or 6 million. That's not as much as I thought. That's still a lot of money, but that's not as much as I thought. So maybe he's not good. Garcia. What up, Anthony? Anyway, stoppage. He's too big, too strong. Nah, it was 6 million. He was only 1.5 purse, and then back end on the pay-per-view. He only made 5 or 6 million. So that's 2.5 million after taxes and payouts. That's a lot, but it's not a lot. Like, it's a lot for me because my bills are low. I have a job, you know what I mean? But it's not a lot when you probably have a big lifestyle already and you have no other way of making money. That's what it says, but it said the pay-per-view because when you're dealing with Canelo, all pay-per-views are going to be big. So you're willing to risk more pay-per-view roll the dice on pay-per-view buy revenue because it's Canelo and he has such a long positive track record of just selling lots of PPVs. They ever turned pro the same year Inoue did, and David Benavidez has done nothing. Being a world champion a couple times over is nothing. Cleaning out the entire division is nothing. Yeah, there wasn't the biggest names in his division, but he cleaned it out. The only one he didn't fight was the dude who was ducking him, which is Mr. Cinnamon. Yeah, I don't know. I think Plant got around 10 mil. No. Let's see. How much did Caleb Plant make fighting Canelo? I don't think it's that much. Yeah, you're right. Holy shit. 10 million. Damn. Why'd Charlo get so much less? That doesn't make sense. Charlo's arguably a bigger name than Plant. Did you just say Danny Garcia beats Tim Bradley? Yes. Tim Bradley would beat Marquez and was competitive against Impact. Bradley beat Juan Manuel Marquez? Huh. Well, Marquez was a great fighter, but that's the thing with him. Yeah, he had some surprising wins against Pacquiao, but he would also lose to random dudes that he shouldn't. What's up, Rico? Thanks for the kind boxing talk. I don't know how it's being kind, but you're welcome. David beat the whole 160 pounders, most ducked. Yep. Did he fight at 60 too? That's wild. He could make 60. DB lost the belt twice on a Camber and Coke run. That still is not speaking on his skills in the ring. That's what we're sticking to. I don't really get into people's lives outside the ring unless you're hurting women or children, which I think is pussy shit. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about all that. He was. Yeah, he was. So you think he should make more money, right? I would have thought that Undisputed versus Undisputed headline would be a bigger attraction. Apparently it wasn't. I was at the press conference in New York, Charlo and Canelo. That was the first time I've ever been. When Canelo walked right by me. He's still about 5'8". He was like 3 inches shorter than me or so. Who lost to random dudes? Bradley only lost to Pacquiao. No, Juan Manuel Marquez lost to random guys, like Bradley. David never fought at 160. And Bradley was lucky to come out with his life against Provodnikov. Ruslan was was beating him something vicious. Matter of fact, couldn't you have argued that Provodnikov won that fight, if I remember correctly? Charlo was great. I don't know, maybe Tim Bradley's mean commentating and the criticism he gives fighters now has soured my memories of him in the ring. What's up, Mike? He brought up Boo Boo from 160. Boo Boo's like 6'1", 6'2". That motherfucker is not naturally 160 anymore. That's a big dude. Round 2 was crazy. Bradley got not. Yeah. He got wrecked. He got riggedy wrecked himself because he didn't chiggity check himself. Danny Garcia can't deal with boxers, though, and Bradley had a great chin. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right. I don't know. They're kind of similar caliber fighters, so that'd be a good matchup. Bradley admits he had no power, though. What's up, AJ, Jason Statham, looking ass MFA? Okay, I'll take it. Better than saying I look like Murph from Impractical Jokers, because I get that one sometimes. Also, bro, bitch, I hate when commentate. Yeah, I know. He's mad negative. Surprising. After knowing what it takes and going through the sport and being so fucking negative towards fighters surprises me. But it is what it is. Most 168 men walk around. That's exactly right, Rich. Exactly right. Most fighters at that level, middleweight, even welter, heavy, they put on, well, not heavy, but the average is about 15 pounds most fighters put on. They fight night, except heavyweights, which obviously they have no limit. So the average is 15. Now, when you get lower, then featherweight and those, they're not doing 15. They're probably doing 8 or 10. Because, it's all relative to the mass and size. Was that movie from Nice Kids inaccurate? That's funny. I just watched that again. Yes and no. Yes, I knew kids literally just like those characters. Just like all of them. Everything from the tenements where they were going to, like I grew up and shit like that. Yes. But one thing that was a little inaccurate was there's always going to be a couple of those dirtbags. But in that, like the crew was like 5 or 6 dirtbags, like stupid talk. Like they were using the N-word, the white kids, which by the way, back then was normal. If you're from the hood, people used it. White kids used it from the hood and nobody really gave a fuck. I didn't, by the way, because I always thought that shit was like corny. Like I felt like I'd be a wannabe, like I'm trying too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be down if I use that word with it. That I always thought that word would be stupid come out my mouth. But the point is, there'd always be dirtbags like that. But very rarely would you find a whole crew of like the whole crew is all that dirtbag. Like dirtbags like that were like maybe 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20 would be like that in NYC growing up. But this movie had them all like that. So that's how it was not accurate, but it was real accurate otherwise. Did I explain myself right? That's so funny. I literally just watched that movie again for the first time in years. Probably, yeah, depending on how he wins, but yeah. Bruno versus Berlanga. Yes. You at least wanted to. No, I did not. Movie called Kids. It's an independent film. You can look it up. You can find it for free on, I found a link. I watched it for free. I forget where I found the link. It's called Kids, Kids. The only known actor in it is Chloe Sevigny. That was her first role. Actress, actor, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, that was exactly like chilling. Like that's exactly how we grew up, walking around. The stores. When they did the scene stealing in the bodega, that's exactly how we would steal. Now they overdid it. It was exaggerated. You'd walk in, you'd steal one soda. You wouldn't have your pants full with shit. I'd come in, I'd take a soda, a Snicker, something more conspicuous. So they just exaggerated it, but it was real for the most part. Word. Yeah, man. New York's Hell's Kitchen, New York City. That's, if you don't know, there's Midtown Manhattan. But Hell's Kitchen back in the 80s, 90s was like mad ghetto. Kids was dope. Yeah, I mean, it was dope, but it was also like, what dirtbags? You know what I mean? Like, I literally, there's the 2 stars. I knew kids. I knew a kid named Telly. The kid whose name was Telly in the movie. One of my boys named Frankie was just like him. We'd all call him that. Yo, what's up, Telly? He'd get annoyed. Kid named Casper. Kid I knew named Max, just like him. We called like, yo, what's up, Casper? We say that to Max. He'd be like, yeah, literally, like identical. Nah, I was not. Like, I had my moments, but I wasn't like that level dirtbag like in kids. Nah, no. Yeah, and some of them, the main one killed himself. Another one died. Like, a lot of them didn't act. Yeah, growing up, that was commonplace when you came up in New York City, especially in the hood. Commonplace. Hurricane Streets? Where's that set? Is that set in New York? I never heard of it. From Harlem? Harlem starts in the hundreds, so about 50 blocks, about 3 miles, give or take. But Hell's Kitchen was as bad, if not worse, than Harlem in the 80s and 90s. Juiced, Big Daddy Kane, and Lil Nicky are the best. Juice, not juiced. But okay, that one's a hood movie and 2 are slapstick comedies. But I got you. I like all of them. Yo, how was your childhood? Though, was it good? Nah, it was fucked up. Grew up single parent. My mom, she wasn't around. I was basically doing whatever I wanted in the streets from young. Mom would send me to buy her 40s when I was like 8, 9 from the bodegas. Had people breaking into my house, people robbing us, and people like fighting. I was fighting all the time. Pimps, hookers, drug dealers, all the shit in the movies. That was my upbringing. It was fucked up. Why do you think I started boxing? Especially being a white boy in an all-black Puerto Rican neighborhood. That's why I started boxing. 3 things gave you respect in the hood, at least in New York. Being an athlete, a star athlete, knowing how to fight, and being a drug dealer. Those are the 3 things where in the hood you got respect. So I wasn't a drug. I did do a little dealing with minor shit on minor, nothing crazy. So I didn't really do much dealing. Wasn't a fucking athlete. Well, I kind of was an athlete. I knew how to fight. So like if you knew how to fight, or if you're a star athlete, or if you're a drug dealer. So I went with knowing how to fight to get the respect. Your name is Rich Porter. I don't know what Rich Porter is. Juice was low key. Nah, Eon. All right, Eon. You
smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
You say that. That's because you're young. Hurricane Streets. I know, I heard, but where's it set? Like, is it set in New York City? Is it set in LA? Where's it set? Because what's the hottest place in hell? The kitchen. So it's saying Hell's Kitchen is the hottest place possible. Even if you go to hell, it's the hottest room even in hell. The shit is just hot. And not hot like that's dope. Hot like fuck, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Kirkland was good. Shane was initially. Yeah, and then his brother made it and they got money. But yeah, he grew up in the fucking Upper East Side in a little fucked up tenement too. Absolutely. But his, like, they got money, when he was relatively young. So but like 15 or whatever. No, not even 13 or 14. Chinatown was dope back in the day. I love graffiti and cheap dumplings. Hell yeah. No juice slander. Yeah, I know, he's crazy. Probably seen more hood movies than you. You definitely haven't. You think you're a good boxer. Huh? Is that a question? Brooklyn, Williamsburg. Williamsburg now is all hipsters and shit. I used to, but, Rich, that's a good one. I love Bronx Tale. Bronx Tale is dope. I love that movie. All right, people, I'm going to bounce. It's getting late. This is fun, though. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.